see deli sandwiches, but it's nice to be able to go in and have a cup of coffee and a can of soda and park your ass for a couple of minutes.
Though, I mean, if there are deli sandwiches, I'm quite happy.
Oh, dude, I'm so on top of that shit. Well, that's the thing. Hopefully, I don't think CradleCon is going to happen in 2021. I haven't spoken with those guys in a while, but I want to get back in touch with them, obviously. But CradleCon was always treated the guests like, and made sure people got food and there was hot coffee. Those guys are really fucking great.
Yeah, CradleCon I enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful small little convention, and hopefully it'll be back in 2022. Who knows?
I'm sure. I mean, I think that it's going to start on its way toward getting back to some semblance of normal this year, and that we're going to at some point during 2022 settle into a new normal. Yeah, well, it's the latest thing I had heard as of today, and we're recording this on Tuesday, the 26th of January. It's probably going to land on Thursday. I'm going to have the episode drop. But the latest thing is that the Biden administration sorry, just got hold on 1 second. I just swallowed something. I don't know what the hell it was. The Biden administration was saying that they want to have vaccinations completed, in the United States by September 2021. They want to try and have the full vaccination rollout by that date. That sounds somewhat reasonable to me. Yeah. I mean, they say that's a high watermark to actually pull off, but they were very happy that was the mark that the administration had settled on. I guess I really am so used to extravagant claims these days that I'm I expected it to be a crazier claim, Yeah, no. That isn't too crazy. No, that's not too crazy. Although it would be nice. I mean, New York, I think we're getting this is something I think it was 100,000 fucking vaccination doses for the state of New York. Yeah. It's yeah, that's great. So I'll get vaccinated sometime in 2033. Yeah, no, it's hopefully, I think that the more time that elapses between the first round of people getting it and when kind of everyone can get it, I think that the people who are a bit worried about, about the speed with which it was made, hopefully they'll be able to see that people are okay, Yeah, knock wood. And I understand. I mean, not so much, not so much anti-vaccination thought, but I understand why, particularly people of color in this country are kind of worried, Yeah, pharmaceutical industry hasn't had a good record. No, it doesn't. And it personally, I find, I wrote Breathless about that industry, about how it dehumanizes people and about how it, by not only monetizing our ability to keep living, people who have these conditions like myself, I need my inhaler to breathe. It's, I feel like I'm playing a video game trying to get my fucking inhaler, dude. Just playing insurance games, playing CVS games, playing doctor games. It is an industry that breeds mistrust. So I think that there's a line between someone who is an anti-vaxxer and someone who has, a mistrust of how an industry that has already harmed us is going to handle us now, Absolutely. Like me, I am a pro-vaxxer. I'm 100% pro-vax. My dad had polio as a kid, so I'm all about vaccinations. Yeah, and I say that as someone, as a kid, I had a bad reaction to a vaccine as a kid, and I still hold out hope that the people who were telling me that this is the right way, I have to believe it's the right way. Even though, it's possible to have a bad reaction to certain things, an allergic reaction. In my situation,
well, that probably was an egg allergy reaction that you had.
I don't know about all that. I just remember I had a super, super intense breakout. But I have to believe that this is the way, I mean, it's the only way. You either accept this or accept that nothing is ever going to be the same. And I don't accept that.
Yeah, I don't accept that either. Well, listen, Pat, this was so wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get in your plugs, man. What do you got going on? I know you got a million different things. So
yeah,
please.
I mean, let's see. Right now, in Diamond Previews, which means that you can order it at your local comic shop, we have Destiny New York #1 coming out in March. It is available to order right now. And people can do that. It's going to be a double-sized first issue. We have a cover from Terry Moore, the legendary Terry Moore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw you post about that. That's a huge get, man.
Oh, dude, it's been something I've been working on for years. It extends back way before Destiny New York. Terry Moore did a cover for an issue of Grimm Fairy Tales that I wrote, and he did it as this kind of like sci-fi exploitation like parody cover. And I was like, damn, we had Terry Moore, and we didn't have him like do a real like genuine character depiction, and that's what he is the legend at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I was writing Robin Hood, I was personally on a mission to try to get Terry Moore to do a cover for that series. And then when I left Zenescope, I continued my mission and just switched to Destiny New York and was trying for a long time. And then finally schedules lined up and he was able to do it, and he said very nice things about the book, which is, to me, he's my favorite. Like, dude, I'll be 100% real. In that I write comics as a living, I wish that I could say that I read and enjoyed more, but it has become the production of comics has become work for me in that I read what's going on to stay on top. But my time of reading them for joy, it's very limited. But Terry Moore as a creator, he and Stepan Sejic are the two creators that I look forward to whatever they make. I find their touch just so they can really tap into what makes people tick, and that I believe is very, very rare in comics writers. And they are just I hold them in the highest regard. So to have Terry Moore play the part that he plays in this launch is very, very heartwarming to me. It's a major, major milestone in. I mean, I was going to say my career, but my life, dude. It's I'm very, very happy to have him play his part, and and I'm also happy to just be bringing the book to a wider market. I've published it for years, and there are people who have read and enjoyed it, and I love that. And my goal is always not to, people call it like a republish, but that's not what I feel it is. It's the same story. It's putting it out in a different channel. It's as if we've moved to a different streaming network. People in the shop don't necessarily check Kickstarter. So now I'm just checking all of our boxes. We have our Kickstarter backers. I put it out through Comixology myself. That's not changing. I'm going to keep doing that my way. Black Mask is only taking care of putting it out through comic shops. So I'm very, very happy to see those readers get a chance to kind of like find out what we're doing here.
And I think it's actually kind of wonderful. It's wonderfully transgressive that you're taking a story that was originally published in trade paperback format and breaking it down into floppies. I kind of love it. It's like, it's madness that works.
Yeah, dude, because let's be real. Like, is a mistrust with some readers with floppies where, like, you know, people will buy the #1 issue of an indie comic and they'll think, oh, well, I'm buying this, but who knows when issue 2 will come out, you know?
Yeah.
They feel this unreliability of indie comics. But the truth is, I've produced 30 issues, you know, like I'm good. So
yeah, well, that's the thing is, dude, you fucking grind, man. You are always working and always putting out new content. It's really very, very impressive.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a mixture of a grind and also, like, we've been doing Destiny New York for almost 5 years now, you know. So there's a huge library of content that is now going to hopefully be seen in a new way.
That's fantastic. I can't wait to check it out, man. I'm really looking forward to that.
Thanks, man.
All right. Once again, this is my guest, Pat Chan. Thank you so much, Pat. This is a blast, and we are the Literate Nerds, and you guys will catch you the next time around. The Literate Nerds is written and hosted by Patrick Kennedy and produced and engineered by Alex Teixeira.